Greetings, loyal minions and beautiful humans. We are looking at the new challenge event hero, Darkbeat. I will also do reviews on the two new costumes that are out. We have Emilio and Senan. First up, we're looking at Darkbeat. He is a member of the Bard family. He's a monk class, which gives the withstand talent. We can read through that there. Counterattack as the Aether talent, not terrible. Just gives a little bit of counterattack for 6 turns. It doesn't do a great deal. It doesn't, it's pretty safe to hit even with that on. Very good stats. Very balanced there. Artwork is. It should be one of the coolest looking cards ever. It's a dude in a cool gothic purple kind of outfit with spikes. He's got a bloody electric guitar, got a hood on, but it just looks weird. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the head. Don't ask me why. I don't know. His face just doesn't. Whatever. He should look super cool. It just looks a bit bleh. If you disagree, that's fine. Bard family, which gives the 5% mana generation to other solo heroes in the team, which is very nice. Can be used to great advantage with certain scenarios and certain heroes. Unfortunately, it doesn't get the recent passive the Bards are getting of the making the dancers useless. So he just gets the revival reduction, which is 20% chance overall of the original value. So yeah, I'm not sure why that's the case, but it's a big thing to miss out on. I'm just going to quickly jump out into Astrid to see what I mean. So Bard family, but we're getting the passive to make all ballads and all dances only last for 1 turn. So a little bit disappointing that he misses out on that, but hopefully he makes up for it in other ways. So we are struck by thunder at average speed. Deals 355% damage to all enemies. That's a pretty good hit for average speed. Reduces the duration of all allies' active status ailments by 2. Yep. And reduces the duration of all enemies' active buffs by 2. So all allies' status ailments and all enemies' active buffs by 2. All allies are immune to new buff dispels and reallocations for 4 turns. That part of it is quite interesting because it's another hero you can use against Bernadette. So if you put immunity up to ailments and then pop him off, he's immune to buff dispels and reallocation. So that means that Bernadette will not be able to take them away, as opposed to the ones that she can just easily dispel. So yeah, that's one use for him. I'm a bit, I don't know, it's neither here nor there with the reduces the duration of all allies' active status ailments by 2, and the same with the buffs on the enemies by 2. I just remove them. I don't understand removing it by 2, like lowering it by 2. Just let it remove it. Don't make it to the point where you're sitting there thinking, oh, well, that lasts for 4 turns, so now I'm going to reduce it by 2, so it's still there for 2 turns. Just bloody cleanse and dispel. That's my take. Solid hero. I'm going to rate him about the same as the garlic bread inspired Woolworth chicken that I just ate. I didn't eat the whole chicken. It was a very interesting flavour. It was a new flavour, garlic bread inspired. It was a little bit strange. I mean, it was chicken, so it was beautiful, like this guy, but it was just not quite right. Just wasn't quite, just didn't quite work. Woolworths, if you're listening, would love to have you as a sponsor, but up your game on your chickens. Anyway, that is Darkbeat. Don't think there's much else I can say. His guitar looks overly big. I don't know if that means he's compensating for something, but he probably, yeah, he's lacking in something, so it probably makes sense. Emilio costume. I'd forgotten about this family, the Starfall family. I think I might have one or two heroes from there, but not many. So yeah, almost forgotten about. They're coming back with some costumes. So the original, just to refresh your memory, is very fast speed, so it's always handy, and casts one of the following special skills. If an enemy has the burn status already, then they receive 580 burn damage over 5 turns. All allies regenerate 549 HP over 3, and all allies are immune to new status ailments for 3 turns. So I remember Emilio being really popular because of that reason when he first came out. Paired with Gravemaker, you could get the burn damage on and then get extra. Because if he doesn't already have burn, it's 510 burn damage over 5 turns. So it's not even much more. It's only 70 more. And all allies are immune to new status ailments for 3 turns. So that's pretty handy. But if they already had burn, you also got the bonus of the regeneration. So he was paired with Gravemaker, very fast, Gravemaker's costume, very fast burn. Or you'd try to get the burn on with him and then follow up with a second shot. Let's see how much it's changed. All enemies, I'm not going to go over all the stats. And I mean, the family bonus, 1, 2, 3 heroes, 50, 75, or 100% chance to cleanse the hero's most recent cleansable status ailment at the end of each turn. So that's pretty handy. But there's nothing overly great there. The costume bonus is huge with those 40% increases and 5% for mana. Also gets a passive added, which is copy ailment on cleanse. When a status ailment is cleansed from this hero, a new copy of the cleansed ailment is applied to a random enemy. That's interesting. So, try to use that to your advantage in some cases. But you've got to get the ailment before you cleanse it. But it's just a nice little bonus that when you cleanse it, it then goes to the enemy. So some of those annoying, you know, I was going to say the burn from Untold Tales, but you don't really want to put that back on the enemy because they then get it goes to a random enemy though. So yeah, it can redistribute that and just hurt the enemy a little bit. So that's nice. The special is still at very fast. I'm not even frogs and hoop. Like seriously, come on. So it's a similar. If enemy has the burn status already, then we're getting 635 damage over 5 turns. It's such a tiny amount. 130-ish per turn. It's just not enough. All allies regenerate for 50 HP over 3 turns the same. It's not enough anymore. You're getting that much damage just on little slash attacks, and it's just not enough. At very fast, it does help. The only issue with very fast, I'd prefer a heal at very fast, because then if you happen to get set off again, you're actually getting 2 lots of heals. Whereas with this, all you're doing is refreshing the regeneration. So I'd much prefer a heal in that case, if that makes sense. All allies are immune to new status ailments for 3 turns, so same thing. Otherwise, all enemies receive 555 burn damage over 5 turns. All allies are immune to new status ailments for 3 turns. There's been a few heroes recently, such as Elian and I'm going to say Aslagor, that do get some bonus mana, etc., from enemies having burn. So this could tie in with that. But overall, I personally don't think it's a great hero. I really wish the costumes would change a bit more than, a few extra. Like, it's, yeah. Anyway, I would love it if they made them totally different looking, and also the skills could be a lot different. Like, that is literally just a rehash. Throw a passive on and let's get it out there. Nothing special there, in my opinion, but can be handy if you do need to tie in those burn damage with other heroes. On to Costume Senan from the Slayer family, which was not an overly popular family. I got Senan when he first came out, and I did like the family purely because they do get the bonus here of the stacks where they recover HP each turn and get the mana generation as well. So for 1, 2, or 3 heroes, they've got a 50, 75, or 100% chance to receive the following stack. So just by itself, it's a 50% chance that each turn you get a stack of recovering 15 HP, and the chance of getting a stack of a plus 6% mana generation. So once that adds up, because my style is sort of based around countering the enemy, not straight up killing, and sort of having longer battles, that became really useful by the end of it. You might have 4, 5, 6 stacks where you're getting 25% mana generation and you're getting a decent amount of HP per turn. But again, the mana is still good, but the HP itself is almost outdated. 15% HP each turn. Even if you get 5 stacks, you're looking at 75 HP per turn. It's nothing. But it is there, and it's nice. Costume bonus, again, huge. Getting a couple of passives added. I don't believe he had passives. Oh, he had one. Innate resistance against incoming from status effects. So still has that. Innate resistance against incoming damage from status effects, which is handy. And when the character casts their special skill, all enemies receive 488 bleed damage over 4 turns. That's pretty handy. Again, I don't know why that passive isn't just part of the special skill. Anyway. We are running at Slayer speed, which is below average, but it does speed up once they get that family bonus activating. Just say he's a wizard class as opposed to being a sorcerer, and that gives him the extra damage when there's buffs, so that can be handy, as a lot of heroes have the buffs now. Stats wise, looking decent. As we know, the costume bonus is huge. So the special skill, Curse of the Cephaloid, deals 265% damage to all enemies, summons a Spectre Fiend for all enemies. The Fiend damages its target with 55% attack every turn. Fiend absorbs healing equal to 35% of its target's max health, and also gives stack up +2, so the caster gets plus 12% mana generation and plus 3 stacks of the HP, so you're getting 45 HP each turn. So that is similar, except on the first one, you only got 1 stack of the mana generation and 2 stacks of the HP. The Fiend hits slightly less, but the special skill hits slightly more, and the Fiend absorbed a little bit less. So very minor changes. It does make him a little bit better, but again, look, it's one of those things. If you've already got the hero and you get the costume, it's just a huge bonus. You probably wouldn't have used him for a long time if you have a reasonable roster. So it may just make it slightly usable, gives it a bit more usability. Those stacks are looking nicer. If you get him off once, he's got 12% mana generation on top of any per turn stacks that you receive as well. So that just instantly gives you 2 of those stacks, but you may already have some. So again, solid. It's not a great change. There's nothing. It's interesting how occasionally one of these costumes will come out like a costume Diao-Chan, and it just makes the hero so much better outside of the bonuses from the costume bonus. In this case, they haven't really improved the heroes that much at all. I'm clicking randomly. Sorry, my fingers don't know what they're doing. That's what she said. Yeah. Just nothing overly special. Let's do some pulls. There we go. Anyway, they're the new heroes. If you are doing any pulls, I wish you the best of luck. And I'm just going to, there are some other very good heroes here, and you do have the chance for the bonus. So you get a 20% chance to get another legendary event once you get one legendary event hero. I did mention a lot of this. This was in the version 76, I believe, update. I am releasing a video on that basically the same time. I've had a very busy night. If you haven't watched that video, or you don't watch that video, I've been extremely busy. I'm heading in for some surgery tomorrow, so it may just be a bit random for the next few days, but nothing major, so don't worry. And yeah, watch both the videos. They'll probably come out at the same time. I am rushing through to get some things done before my possible end. No, yeah, just to make sure I'm all ready. So I'm going to do some pulls. Let's see if we can get anything handy. I only have 6 tokens worth, so not expecting anything amazing, but you never know. It only takes 1. A lot of these heroes I just haven't seen for a long time, like Ekelborg. Rufus, we see him all too often. Alright. Not sure I really want the new guy anyway, but it would be nice just to give you a nice little parting gift in the video. No, nothing at all. If you're doing pulls, best of luck to you. If you enjoy what I'm doing, gently press that subscribe button. Give your kitty a scratch for me. Have a good one.